killed somebody. That's not right.
When did you kill him?
A few days ago.
So you killed him a few days ago and just woke up today and had an attack of conscience?
I mean, is it wrong to feel remorseful for assassinating somebody? And I didn't even want to do it in the first place.
I would have been more surprised if you came to us the day of. Or the day
If
after.
you didn't want to do it, why did you do it?
I've been fighting my conscience for several days. It's not some instant revelation. Oh, maybe now's the time to go tell the Sun that I assassinated one of their counselors. No, I have a strong duty to my village, but at the same time, my morals need to come before my duty to the village. And I forgot that. And I'm fully aware that I've forgotten that. I'm fully accepting the consequences to my actions, whatever they may be.
And with that being said, we handled everything we need to here. So I would like to head back soon.
I understand. I don't really know where this places us, Great Tinin. Can't really have balance while one governor plots against the other.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I would say that's probably a conversation that needs to be had between you.
Oh, it will be. Yankai, I'm probably going to notify the Moon as well, since they were also being spied on.
Very well. This man's punishment will lie with us, as you requested.
Well, originally I had agreed to Lord Taijin that the man, if found in their village, or part of it rather, would be handled by them. But now knowing that he plots against me, I am less inclined to honor that request.
Of course he would want to deal with it himself. He's the one who sent him.
It does make sense. It is a smart move.
Yes, I'd say that's out of the window with the new circumstances that we've sort of left, but I will take him back and show him somewhere to
Alright.
I have no... what? So basically...
Safe and alright.
Kane came to the city where Shark and I were sitting in the couch and said he was looking for hideaki.
Any of the council or government from the Moon City are awake currently. Have you seen any of them since last?
And
I have not.
He was just looking for hideaki in like kind of a frenzy. So we came here, and what is Yankai's prisoner and supposed to accompany you.
I see no reason why you shouldn't.
Alright.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Basically, Awet just confessed to killing whomever and said that their governor... And said that Taijin told him to. Told him to kill whomever. And said they're plotting against each other. Or he's plotting against him.
This is true. Great Rosian, do you disagree with my choices? I heard somewhat of a sigh.
Yes, Great Rosian. Great Rosian.
The only disagreement that I have thus far would probably be the great title. I'm not really sure I'm deserving of that one.
Alted are great.
It's debatable.
Is it inappropriate for me to address you as such?
Say Mr. Great.
I don't really require any sort of
Lord Rosian, then.
There you go.
Rosian is fine.
Great Rosian.
As far as the dealings that you have between yourself and son. I mean, you are son, but yourself and other thing. And I would simply urge to ensure that you have individuals represented. Sometimes it's simple to fall into the trap of hearing the word of one individual and taking it as gospel.
This is true.
Many times a conversation amongst many can yield more than simple hearsay. I have no knowledge either direction, so I can't tell you what to do, and I wouldn't venture to in the first place. But I usually find it's better to sit down and have conversations rather than go specifically off gut reactions. I've had my own gut lie to me before.
But what does he have to gain to lie to me about this? He's not going to live in Yang City. He will more than likely die.
Can I just say I really like this dude's voice? I don't know who this
I'm
is,
not
but
saying he is lying. I'm simply saying make sure if I were in your position,
like he
I would do as
seems
much
like he has a
information as
great
possible
villain
for his
voice, doesn't he?
possible. I have no idea whether he's lying or not. He may not be.
These are wise words. I will speak with Lord Taishin before making any arrangements to retaliate.
And if you plan to have a meeting and you would like impartial individuals to sit in, contact us.
But you have to call me the Great Kima as well.
Have we... He said that I'm not supposed to call you great, though.
No, you can't call him great, but I'll take it.
That's a bit... Great Kima. Understood.
Thank you. Don't
He
growl
doesn't
at
seem
me.
to enjoy that. Alright, you can be Great Kima, and he is Greater Rosian.
You know what? Now you have to carry me around.
Anyway, I'm going to make my way to Moon City now. It's very pleasant seeing you again, Rosian. Nice to meet you, Kima.
You as well.
You as well. Wait, can we come along? Let's go along with them.
I don't see why not, sure.
All right.
But you have to carry me.
Not happening.
It's not happening. Come on.
I get done telling them they don't need to call me great or anything of that nature, and she's like, but you do have to call me Great Kima.
Heard that.
Oh, for the love of God.
I'm crying. I'm crying. I may have had too much wine again tonight, alright? Oh, man.
Oh, great Kima. Great erosion.
Great.
In hell.
Oh, God.
And then I get a DM saying, don't give in.
So yo, suck it! Was it her?
It's funny.
20 months! Holy shit, 20 months is so long. Thank you, Faust. Thank you.
20-month streak?
That's cray cray.
Mm-hmm.
Great Erosion. I'm curious about something.
What are you curious about?
I'm curious if there is this... Well, I've been looking for a specific weapon here in these lands, and I can't seem to find it. I was wondering if you've heard of it.
What weapon's that?
It is a spear. It's called the Infectious Reach.
Hey, P-Fend. How are you?
It's of Eldarian make, but usually found out in the wild.
That one of the ones we've got on our store list or no?
I don't know.
Have you tried the blacksmith that sells many Eldarian weapons? I'm not entirely certain whether he's got one or not.
I have. He does not sell that particular one. The blacksmith sells
we were
Eldarian
talking
weapons that are
about
crafted, mostly.
Our Season 8
This one is
Waterworld
usually
season
finding
that I know you want, P-Fend.
Oh. No, I don't think I've seen one as of yet, but I'll keep my eyes open.
I mean,
And then-
theoretically, if it drops anywhere and we don't have it in the bandbox, he should be able to get it as a drop.
Yeah.
I appreciate this. I was concerned that it wasn't here or couldn't be found.
To my knowledge, I have not seen it on any list that would make it unable to be found.
Perhaps I'm just having a very bad luck.
I've had that same luck trying to find shoes.
You see, I
But then
assume
Ellie
it's
has to
yours.
play a mermaid with
Ladies
winter
like it,
clothes
like,
covering
for
her whole
instance, the
body
last
all the
one,
time.
say,
What's
I've
wrong
seen
with my
several
clothes? They like cover everything.
very similar bacon.
Oh, my foot just got a cramp in it.
It seems
Sitting
you're
on my
having
foot
several
wrong.
kinds of luck, just not the kind you're looking for.
I'm good. I had to adjust. That hurt.
There is someone within the Moon Village I believe you could talk to. He is a treasure hunter, and he procures everything across the land.
Because you say
I
so.
remember Otai
You know
talking
what,
to him.
P-Fund?
Oh,
You agree to
I-
RP with me for a season, and I will let you tell me what to wear. Okay?
Perhaps you can put in an order.
Or woman. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume.
oh, well, you were originally correct. That's all right.
So it is okay to assume when you are correct. Understood.
No, it's just more easily forgiven.
Oh. Understood.
Shit. P-Fund is trying to kidnap my cat friend. Do not agree to this, damn it. So, if you're just tuning in, we
Well,
went
you
back to the
Did
Earth
quite well
City,
against that,
and
beast of a tree.
Yang Kai has returned from his expedition, and he
I'll
has
take
a
him more
what
than
as a
once.
prisoner,
I was quite embarrassed. I ran
and
out of
a
food
what
and
confessed
healing salves
that
quite quickly.
he
Well,
killed
I couldn't really do anything. I
whoever
was
the
like a
fuck
babe
got killed. I don't
floating
know.
in the
I don't even know who got killed, or like the guy's
Don't feel
name.
too bad I ran through the
Who was the
jar
guy
and
that got killed? What was his name?
You know, the bad
Assassinated?
part is I only came with like 9
Kenji?
Kenji. Kenji, that's right,
Oh,
Kenji.
how unprepared I was. I should have had
Actually, I do know who that was. I do know who that guy is, but he confessed to killing Kenji
Perhaps not next
at the
time.
order
It
of
did seem like
Taijen.
Slade
He
didn't
said
really have
Taijen told
anything
him to kill him, and he said that
I heard there are other beasts
two of
around
them,
of similar
the
nature.
governors, are working together to assassinate somebody
Though I
else.
will admit, the
Or
first time
working
we killed
together
the tree's brethren, the rewards seem to be quite more
Sorry, I was just
substantial.
trying to listen to him at the same time.
Let's see.
It's possible your luck is struck on that occasion as well.
They're working together to try to kill
Perhaps
somebody
it is.
else. Kill somebody else, or get rid of somebody else? Maybe I should watch my words and not say kill somebody else, but...
Sincerely hope someone is here. I would have hated to have wasted all of your time.
Well then, that's a lot of people.
Oh, hello, Taji, Mika. Ah, Lord Haitian. Just the
Governor
man I'm
Hika.
looking for. I come with news.
Hold on. Before you get to that, I'm going to make a proposal.
Yes,
From
you should
henceforth,
pick me up
I'm
too.
simply going to call them Tajika.
No,
Tajika.
no,
No.
no.
Taishika.
Yeah,
Let me,
I
let me-
totally second that.
This is the
Right.
way.
No,
This is the way.
No.
Riku.
Right
Wait,
away.
where
No.
is Riku? I
No, we're
haven't
not
seen
doing-
Riku in a
No.
long
Tajika.
time.
Achieve their final form, they shall now be known as Tajika.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
just making
I
sure.
was starting to fall asleep. That's the only reason he picked me up. For the last 20 minutes, I've been on my feet. Thank you very much.
Haitian,
Taishika.
Haitian, I will also write this into son-law. Tajika.
Ah, good.
There. So,
What is that
the
skin
fun out
he's
of the way,
wearing?
I have unfortunate news, Lord Haitian.
Hmm.
Soyoko, would you explain? It would be easier for you to do so since it is one of your citizens.
Yes. Well, you remember how Awet has been missing for quite some time?
Yes.
Well,
Said I was going to make a proposal. Allie runs up and goes,
after he
yes.
left and didn't come back. I noticed Lang pop through the portal, so I followed him, and I asked if he would come to Sun Village to speak with them. He agreed, and I let him know why they wanted to speak with them, and he still agreed. And he wouldn't admit anything to me until he spoke to them. Lang and Awad are one and the same. And unfortunately, it does appear that he is the reason for the Sun Counselor's death.
Okay, this is a lot to process. I'm gonna need a drink.
Oh no, it's going to get worse.
Oh,
Really?
Who is Kane?
Yes, this was
Player
done
list.
at the behest of my governor.
Kane is. I don't know who Powered Armored is. I don't know who Taji is.
Not just the
Oh,
spying,
Lister.
but
Boy,
also
he's
the
gonna have a
deception.
shit show to log into tomorrow.
I really want to hurt someone now.
Hey, hold on. How do you know that?
Well, Awad confessed to it all. And some of other things that have come to light lead credence to what he has said.
Lord Haitian, we should not act on this. We should set up a meeting to speak with him before acting hastily. Great Erosion pointed out that words could be twisted. It would be good to talk to him first.
Great Erosion.
Yes.
That's
I
gonna
will.
stick it.
The little the growl.
I'll stay silent in the meeting, though, since it is between your two villages. But
And the other bad news.
what?
Awad has confessed that he was sent to spy on my village by the governor and the counselor, as well as your village.
Okay, spies.
Oh.
That as well. Awad has also requested that the city of Yang handles his punishment, whatever it may be, rather than the village of Two, because he does not trust our government.
I mean, I don't know what what he thinks he's going to get in my home. My vote is, well, unliving or something. I don't know.
Unliving.
Yes, it
Oh
was
my
the
God!
same
Please
as
don't
the
ever use the word.
Governor's
Don't do
Earth.
that.
So, I hate to bring you bad news, but I thought it prudent to share with you.
Why did they?
Is there any
send you to
more
spy?
bad news before I start talking?
I'm sure there's always more bad news.
Well,
Governor.
Great Erosion is going to hate it that I write it the law that his name is now Great Erosion. Aside from that, no.
Wow.
Great.
No,
Oh.
it's greatest
No, I'm
Erosion.
certain, Governor Hudson, that you have a chance to say what you wish to say before more bad news is thrust upon you.
I mean, I got kind
Crazy.
of bad news, but not as bad as this.
What is that?
You have a foot fungus.
Yeah.
I mean, they make a cream for that.
They do? Wait, I don't have. No, I don't have a foot fungus.
I do not have. I don't have the luxury of a lot of free time at the moment. I'll watch is back in my home. I have to handle that. But I do wish to hear your bad news.
We had a possible spy within our village. We
Oh!
chased them.
I wonder who sent them.
Them.
I was making a joke.
See, if you would have just let me bite them when I had the chance, we could have got them.
Look at her. Look
So,
at the way she looks
You
in
caught
my
a spy
eyes.
in your village, and I caught a spy
His
in my village.
face is
But we
like, in
necessarily
her
didn't
chest.
catch a spy. We almost did.
We took
She
them
had it.
down
When
to
was
the
that?
ground, but then they ran away after getting back up.
That's odd.
But
How were they able
fungus.
to run if
Hold
you defeated them in combat?
We don't
Surely,
know.
Wait, who know
surely
that?
you crippled their legs.
Theodorus?
That's what
Yeah.
we thought. But
Theodorus?
they upped and blinked and jumped through a caravan.
So many people I've never
When was that?
RP'd with or seen before.
30 minutes ago.
It's exciting.
Well, maybe next time break their legs.
We had my brother was literally sitting on them, and in his other form, it's.
But they
Why
were
did I
wearing
ask a
red
question?
and black.
Is that our brother?
Yes.
And they blinked.
Mm-hmm.
Might I ask a question? Chopin, how long have you had a weapon, Preston?
Not very long. Let's see. Soyo, how long
Oh,
was he in my
gotcha.
village before I arrived?
Mere minutes? He's been in your custody for about an hour now. Give or take a few minutes.
That does beg a question. Who was the other one?
Do not know.
They wouldn't talk. They came into our village, went into one of our workshops, was just kind of standing there. We tapped them on the shoulder. They wouldn't say anything. They turned. They ran. We chased.
Could you describe what they looked like and what they wearing? Because we could ask what before I.
Wearing red.
Red and black, I believe.
Yep.
Yes, covering their face.
Yep.
What was the prominent colors, red or black?
Red. A lot of red.
What sort
Red
of
with accents of black.
What sort of weaponry did they wield?
Fresh meat for the Sun faction.
They blinked everywhere.
So Sun is wait.
They didn't fight back.
Which
they
faction was Awet part of?
You shouldn't call people filthy for their preference in fighting. That is incredibly bigoted.
Earth.
Anyway, I will question what as to the identity of this spy, because I assure you, it's not one of ours.
They did say something, but none of us could understand it, nor could
It's a
I
weird-
repeat it.
Weird language. That's all I could pretty
That
much
was
tell.
after we knocked them down. They got up, said something weird, blinked, and then pooped.
After I was sitting on them for a good minute or two.
Yep.
Alright. So, black and red has the ability to blink, right?
Yes.
What would you say that build was? Was they a large person, a small person,
Short,
stocky,
small.
skinny, short and small?
Soyo, yes.
Yeah.
Not saying
Shorter
it's you,
than me?
Soyo. I'm just saying a little
About
bit shorter.
Soyo's
than
a little bit shorter than Soyo.
Male or female?
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
Perhaps by the voice, deep voice, high voice.
It was muffled.
Mm-hmm.
Curious
Alright.
question. Did they have a cape?
No, not that I saw.
No, Desert Wanderer.
Alright.
Head wraps, light armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank
I
you.
will interrogate and I'll bring you whatever I find. Oh, Kane.
Yes.
I would like you to give these to, what was his name earlier? The man who gave me brace. Oh, Hideaki.
I will be sure that he gets it.
Thank you. Alright, I'm going to head home
Cat's
and
Dungeon.
interrogate this person. Is,
Oops, what?
Greatest Rojan, would you like to come?
Am I not here? What the fuck?
As long as the moniker starts stepping down rather than up, sure.
Understood, kind of good, Rojan. And Great Kima, would you like to come along as well?
Yes.
Understood. Soyo, Kane, this is one of your people. Would either of you like to come along?
Certainly.
I would like to see this through the completion.
Understood. You are more than welcome.
Just so it can be said that there were two people from
No,
the
I
city
want to
of
go
Kima
home and not
witnessing
listen to anything else.
I agree. This is a good idea. Lord Haitian, I request you attend and bring one of your own.
What'd you do, Stray? What'd you do?
Maji.
That's a bit
that's
awkward.
A good one too.
No, Hudson, no.
What?
No. I hold no ill will towards him since he abandoned the sun in its weakest state.
Hey, I had a reason.
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
Yes, I see your reason.
I would say Mika, but there's... I don't know, it's kind of hard to
About to say
separate the
that's
two.
a two-for-one,
It's a twofer.
Does anybody have a grave digger?
Hajika Maji.
I mean, that could be arranged.
Ajika.
Alright, anyway, yes.
Please.
Like,
I'll do my best to
honestly,
make this
he
quick.
did a great job creating this, making it look like a Ninja Turtle.
Come with.
Well, I'd rather just take
on your
Mika.
shoulders. She's going where you're going.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you know if wherever Mika goes, Taji goes.
Oh, you could be Tajika of House Maji.
Hi. May or may not have been the one.
I like
then
that so
just-
much.
It's your Moon faction. Why
then
would you
just
spy on Moon
he.
faction?
If you two cannot be separated.
No, go Mika. Then
Yeah, why don't you go test in that new bed you got?
Portal etiquette.
already
Portal
did.
etiquette.
You're staying.
You stay.
Willing to see this through, Kane, although I do apologize for dragging you into it.
It's all right. It's.
You were
not the first
spying?
time
What
I've
in the
been
world?
dragged
Why do
into
they think
something,
you were spying?
I prefer to see.
I'm
it to
curious to
completion.
see the RP. I am, actually. You don't
Understandable.
have to say anything in chat at all. You don't have to say
You should wait
anything.
for the governor. There he is.
You figure.
All right.
That's a
I
fun
guess so, yeah.
concept, me being drug into things. I don't think
Um,
I've ever experienced that.
I wanted to ask you.
Nor have
uh,
I, greatest virgin. I only do what I please to do.
I think he likes you. Maybe he should just ask you out.
the,
Greatest Rosian.
No. No. I am not. It is not. It is not a flirtation. I'm
It
not
is
flirting
fine.
with-
He is the greatest.
No,
You know,
that is
Kima,
false.
you did say you were looking for a more affordable mount. I'm just saying.
Oh, will you carry me?
I do not carry. I am sorry.
You can this time.
I have a weak back.
You can put me on your shoulders.
My shoulder is broken.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
What do you
Super
say?
Mega Ultra Rogen.
You know what? I'll remember
Super
that.
Mega Ultra Rogen.
I'm gonna remember that. And you just remember that I remember that. He's my
I will
first
remember-
target.
I will remember to remember that you remember that.
Yes.
he's
You
afraid
just,
of,
and then
you
when
guys,
it,
that
and
you're
then
going
when
to
you
break his back.
remember that I remember that you remember that I remember, you remember. This is why.
I will. Yes, I will remember. I apologize. The only person I carry is Kana,
I don't know what that is.
my,
Is that a
my
cat?
human friend.
I see.
No, she is my friend.
I like her.
Play this one, nobody's just trying to goad you into something.
Clearly.
Lord Haitian,
Give me a quick second. Hold on.
we should write it into law that Rogen is now known as Super Mega Ultra Rogen.
Got it. Oh, is that a growl?
And
Yes,
Kima.
that's a growl.
And Kima wants to sit on your shoulders, Kima.
I mean, of all names, he could like just. Never mind.
How about Kima the Mount Seeker?
Kima the Mount Seeker.
Oh,
But you have to be taller than me.
Choice of words there, Rosian.
I think that's
I did.
This, you have to be this tall to ride.
You gotta be how tall to ride who?
What?
See?
Super Mega Ultra Rogen. I don't know how you do the carry. If I could do the carry, I'd pick up Shark. I would pick him up. Did he hear me say that? Goodness. Is Soyo a rabbit? Hold E while targeting them.
Like the way the wind rolls through when you get to this area.
Oh.
What is the green glow? Did his fungus start growing? Glowing?
No, it didn't. I don't have fungus.
It's alright if
What
you
was that
do.
glow coming
You have a lot of
Nope.
green, mossy water at Earth City, Moon City.
No, no, we don't.
I watch Satori fall into it all the time.
The Moon City does not have a lot of green mossy.
A fox or a wolf.
Stuff.
Oh. I don't know. That water looks awfully green.
Yes. As Elle was saying just yesterday, you get a lot of mossy butt. From
I was like,
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh my god, he used my real name.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Moss seems quite soft.
You know what else is soft?
What?
Probably your shoulders if I were riding him. Wait, no, that's not. I didn't.
So, you're
Nothing.
saying that if you were riding him, he would be soft?
No.
Well, my shoulders would.
Governor Yang,
Hello?
Too far. Too
please
far.
come in. The tea shop has been abandoned as well.
Too
but there's
far.
still things that to eat and drink in here for now.
Wait, I'm gonna try
It's,
to
it
make
seems
him
a lot of the citizens of Sun have not taken very kindly to our changes, which apparently needed to happen.
What is this happening over here?
I do not believe
I'm watching.
I do not believe a super mega ultra region wants to be carried that way next to
Did
certain
you
people
just
clean
call him Raging?
He's gonna rage in a minute.
Interesting.
Guess I found messy.
What do I do next?
Anyway,
I don't know what to do.
what? I understand we have had you repeat ad nauseum. Please explain to Haitian what you have confessed to us today.
Oh my god. Oh my
We'll
god.
be back in a minute.
Has some questions for you.
I'm crying. You missed the. Oh my
I'm just
god.
gonna let you figure this one out.
Short, since I believe I've heard most
I
already.
don't know. I don't know what to do.
Governor Taijin, I was ordered by Governor Taijin to spy
Oh, you're so
on the
heavy.
Sun Village. Then after I was caught, he didn't want the secret of the shinobi
I
figured
really
out.
don't know how to put
And,
you
you know,
down.
Blow up
Just
his
hit
face.
insane.
And so he
In
found
carry.
out accounts for me too much, and he ordered.
Oh god. I put my arms down
And I
and he's
fulfilled it
still
to
holding on. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
Okay. And what is this I hear that you were also a spy on my village?
I was. I never got
Why?
that.
Oh,
part,
my
but
back
I
hurts.
was.
Oh my god, I'm laughing too
Governor
hard.
Taijin wanted to know
Oh,
everything
God.
that was going on.
Oh
in
my
the Sun
god.
Village.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright.
He's... I feel I'm asking more for Governor Hiko.
How do I move him to my back?
Reluctant?
Yes.
How do I move him to
But
my
you did it
back?
anyway.
Yes.
So if I click
fear of
that,
what?
how would I
I
adjust
was
him? Oh,
Convinced it was for the better of the village and
oh
everybody as a
man.
whole.
You pull up the emote.
And I,
This one.
regretfully
one?
didn't see through his deception.
So I would close that. And then you'll... Okay, so I would... Oh, so I pick him up.
Rest of the questioning for
Oh, God.
Sun Village, but
Oh, man.
I heed your words well.
All right, back to business.
Before this all began, I told one of the counselors of the Earth about this Shinobi program, and she was trying to. Sadly, she fell ill before she got to really question the governor about it.
What? Please explain to Lord Asian what was behind the door that we were investigating in the cave.
There is a door behind the cave, the waterfall in the near the Earth Village, and behind it is it's now completely fortified, and it's the Shinobi war room and prep area.
What's the name of your partner, the other one?
Koromakatsu.
What does he wear?
Who? Corona
He wears
Katsu?
the shirt
Logan's
and
just
style of
ratting the whole
Yamatai with
operation.
a really delicate pattern on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Do
green.
you know if he changes his attire when he is conducting his business?
Yeah, when he's doing shinobi things, we have a uniform and it's black.
Pure black, I take it. No other colors.
You're black with that ceramic mask on it, the sandstorm mask.
Ah, okay.
Do any other colors hold significance in your covert operations?
Maybe red. It's the only other color I can really think of.
Have you had any of your people wear red predominantly over black?
Maybe. I've seen a few with red. Yeah, I don't remember who exactly though.
What? How tall is Chroma, whatever his name is?
He's average height.
So taller than you.
Yeah.
All right. Would there be anyone who fits the description as someone at your stature, or perhaps the stature of Soyokaze?
In the shinobi?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge, but maybe Mono.
That is a council member, is it not?
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if Mono gets his hands dirty or if he just orders other people to. Mono was. Huh?
Do you know if Mono is a spellcaster?
I do not know. I haven't had the chance to spar with him.
Hold that thought, Lord Agent. Not only spellcasters can blink.
Koromakatsu can blink.
I can blink.
Well,
I believe you guys
that's where the
caught
RP is going.
Koromakatsu, no?
This is fun.
Who, me?
This is fun to listen to.
The
Yes.
sun?
I was not aware of this. What do you mean?
He was caught hopping on the rooftops, and he excused it as training for his path and his style. And it became my job to babysit him when he left the village.
I would ask a Sun Village person to confirm
I
this. but
don't
Yang has
know.
been asleep, and I sleep much of the time
I
as
do
well.
believe I had
I
that.
had no ideas.
I believe I did hear about this whenever I was waking up intermittently.
Oh, does he speak any other languages?
I don't know.
They said that when they got him to the ground, him or her, the being spoke some sort of language they did not recognize.
I honestly wouldn't know.
Did he? I actually didn't hear that
Coro's a
part.
bit of I don't know how to put this lightly, but sympathetic. He's a slow thinker.
I don't know who
He has a
Cora
few great,
is.
somewhat good ideas every once in a while, but that's about it.
A demonic language. Oh. There's still 15 people on, and it's 1:30 in the morning.
This Koro person. Soyo, is this the man that you brought to my village a week ago searching for what?
Yes.
He's completely bald.
Yes, and sounds like he's drunk all the time.
Yep.
I doubt he would know any other language.
It's the best it's been in a few weeks.
Like this.
No, maybe.
You know,
Yes.
that kind of.
The thing is, the hype over Atlas is going to die.
You all heard that too, right?
Week, 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's going to die. It always does.
Heard what?
Blinking.
Blinking.
Oh yeah.
If you want to come out, you can, but I'm going to go look for it. So.
I'll see.
The other servers, they die too. People get bored. We all know how people like to come in and build, and then move to the next and build, and then move to the next. And they always go back. They always come back. There's always a lull. People always come back.
Is that you using magic?
I mean, for all I know, they could have enlisted some more shinobi. For all I know.
I think it's good to play other games too.
It's gonna cause problems. We found it. It was Giri.
Thank you.
Mm.
I think it's good to play other games periodically as well.
Understood.
Just so you don't get burned out.
Kiri, have you been caught up on the recent events in the past few days?
No, I have not.
When was the last time you woke?
It's
But
been a while. I've been having some nightmares.
people, they always come back.
I understand.
We see it all the time.
One of our council members has been murdered in his home.
Oh.
You need to play some
This is
D&D.
the man who has confessed to the murder. He was sent to murder a council member by the governor of Earth. You will see that our great city now has walls erected around as well as gates. This is to protect our people.
Uh-oh.
And that pretty much sums it up.
Yep.
The question is what to do now.
Well, if we're handling his punishment, what do you want it to be?
We don't know if he's telling the truth. That's the problem. He benefits nothing from lying to us, but
Unless he's covering for somebody else.
I also gain nothing from lying to you as well. I came here of myself. I haven't tried to run away. I fully accept what I've done, and whatever punishment you feel is fit, I'm more than accepting.
Can
before
I
we
ask?
continue.
This shinobi, correct? The war room?
Mm-hmm.
Have
Who's
you
that?
already said
Kiri?
everybody who is a part of it?
To my knowledge, Mono is the head of it. Then Koro and me were supposed to communicate directly to Mono or Taijin himself.
Naughty boy moments. Uh-oh.
But, I mean, I've been out of the program for some time. They could have enlisted some more shinobi, for all I know.
And should they deny these accusations, which they probably will, what say you? Do you have any proof?
I mean, nothing. I mean, we were very careful. Nothing was written on paper. So, no, I don't.
So I'm to go off the word of a man who's murdered one of my citizens.
Well, Governor Hiko, where have you been hiding this entire time?
With, sadly, yeah. But I think actions can speak louder than words. And the fact that, the whole essence thing was completely on Governor Taijin without talking to any of the council. You've caught multiple shinobi from the shinobi program.
Soya, where did you say you found him?
He was just coming down the hill, like everyone does when they visit the Earth Village.
Not from the waterfall that we presumed that he was at.
No, I did not see him there. I've been inside the storage room. There was no one there.
Former Governor Kai, Super Mega Ultra Erosion. I seek your guidance in this. What say you?
I wouldn't kill him just yet. I'd say we have him just work for us instead. Let him work on righting his wrong. Worst case scenario, he proves that he needs to die.
I am not good at lying to people. That will be very difficult for me.
There's nothing to lie about.
Our citizens demand justice.
I could perhaps work something out here, but I would need a bit of privacy with our what here.
I do have another bit input. The implications that he's making are farther reaching than simply that himself and his own fate. To end him at this particular point would rob the opportunity for the individuals who will wind up being brought into this conversation later from having the ability to face their accuser directly.
So you were saying we should wait till the governor can face him directly?
I'm saying that information is generally best gathered with all parties breathing. I've tried interrogating a few dead guys. They didn't really say much.
True. But he doesn't need all of his limbs, does he?
I mean, bodily functions are bodily functions. Mouth, brain, lungs, things like that are usually required to communicate. Beyond that, it's kind of up to you. That being said, were he to show up without all of his limbs, you would potentially raise the opportunity for anyone of a dissenting opinion to say that whatever he's saying was coerced.
What if I have a way to ensure he'll tell the truth, and also a way to kill him if he decides to wrong everybody? That would technically work, right? He can stay alive and he'll just have to be careful. Should he try any deceit, he'll be dead.
And we'll have to protect him at that time because I don't believe the shinobi will allow him to stay alive either.
That's true. Though, if you were to return to your village injured, perhaps you would be seen as a martyr. Lord Haitian, this affects your village as well. What say you?
I agree with Rojan, is that we need to keep him alive for these allegations to come alight to the Earth Village.
I don't know either.
Let Governor Taijin give
Was
his
he
piece
covering
to
for
this.
somebody? He was very like, I did it. Taijin told me to do it.
Now that we know you're not dying yet, now we have to discuss where you'll be kept.
Like,
Do we
is
know if
he
there's any empty
really?
apartments or
Did he
anything?
really do it, or is he just trying to, like, one, get Taijin killed, and two, covering for somebody else?
At the Yen Village, we have
Or
plenty of empty apartments.
covering for somebody else.
But I do not know about yours.
I'm very sorry. I was cleaning my ears out with wax. It's a Kappa thing. You wouldn't know. What did you say?
I don't know about yours, but I know the Yin Village has plenty of apartments.
We do have some vacancies
You
here
can
as
keep
well.
him here.
I think it best we keep him here since
Earth
he's
Village
wronged
has
us.
an entire secret suite.
Perhaps we could build some sort of
He had a cucumber in there.
what's the humans call it? Prison, jail, an apartment that he's not allowed to leave.
Yes.
Without supervision, of course.
Of course. May take a foot.
Prison
so you get
apartment.
from-
I don't know. It looked like a honeymoon suite to me. The one that he showed me and Cass earlier. It's like a fucking honeymoon suite in there. I like the turtles too. I met the other one a couple days ago.
Well, on that note, I don't think you guys need to be here to sort out his lodging accommodations, so I'm gonna head on back into the boat.
Understood. Super mega ultra amazing greatest Rojan.
That's my cue.
Will you be going with him? Wants to sit on Turtle's shoulders, Kima.
Yeah. He is my escort.
Safe travels.
Safe travels to you both, and rest well when you do find sleep.
Thank
You
you.
as well. I'd tell you all to have fun, but Lord knows what that would entail.
Are you gonna carry me now?
Right.
Carry me. Like I'll ride on your back. How about that? Your shoulders, your back, whatever. Anything. So I don't have to walk. Please. There's no portal etiquette. Like, maybe even just on the left shoulder.
Just be glad throughout this entire thing I have kept my entire conversation about it extremely
Extremely what?
clean.
No, you haven't.
Oh yes, yes I have.
About like 74.3% clean.
No, I'm thinking more 96.2%.
No. The amount of times you suggested I sit on his face, yeah.
I never suggested you sit on his face.
You on his head. And now I'm
Whose
sitting there
head?
bowl spilling out go wishes. What?
Whose head? Tori's head?
Any of them.
Well, Tori wears a fucking stool for a hat.
It's his plate. He gets it dirty all
Okay,
the
so
time.
you could sit on his plate.
Sit on your plate.
I don't have a plate.
Well, we could get you one. He obviously knows a good seamstress. Taylor.
See, it makes me wonder what the tailor actually puts on the plate and why the chickens keep roosting there.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the chickens. Did they eat them?
Yeah,
I haven't
see, that's
seen
why
them.
I told you be careful if you sat on his hat. You don't need to inadvertently sit on a chicken.
Yeah. Ooh. Noted. I'll make him wash it next time.
So you have sat on his plate.
I did sit on his shoulders, yeah? You were there?
So you just leaned over his plate.
You could just like carry me rest of the way. My feet are hurting. They're kind of cramping. My knees are getting
Maybe you
sweaty.
should jump a few times. It'll help with the cramps.
My knees are sweaty.
Are your palms sweaty too?
Mm-mm. They're a little weak. I did that on purpose, by the way.
Side note, you know those people that get really weirded out when you walk on both sides of a pole? I love those people. They're great.
When you what? Walk on both sides of the pole?
Yeah, they get really weirded out when you, like, they call it splitting a pole.
I don't understand. Like, if I walk...
It's superstition. It's supposed to be bad luck for two people walking together to walk on both sides of a pole.
I think that's only if you're a couple. We're
I
not a
don't know.
couple.
I've just always heard it was bad luck, which is why I always do it.
Oh, I see. Which is why you do it?
Yeah.
You want to bring people bad luck?
No, I like freaking out people that believe in luck.
Oh, noted. Well, Chad, that was it. I just wanted to record the confession for all of you that wanted to see it. Since Cass had gone offline and it was happening like as soon as he went offline. But it's there if you guys want to go back to the beginning. There was a little bit that happened prior that I just didn't catch.
I think it was Archie every time I heard that. Now it could be anybody.
You know what? Where in the hell is he? Is he on an expedition?
I don't know if he's still sleeping off that hangover or if he died of alcohol poisoning. I'm not sure which one.
Uh-oh. I think we wake at different times. I don't ever see him anymore. Or hear him.
You know, I haven't seen him in a week or so.
Oh? What the hell?
Maybe 2. The hell?
Did you see that? Is that someone's pet?
There's a cat in the waterfall.
Is that somebody or somebody's
I can't
like
remember her name.
somebody's
Shuri,
pet?
maybe?
Huh?
Yeah, so she's a woman from the Earth Village. I think her name is Shuri. But
Her tail looks
walks around with
diseased.
this cat quite often. As she says, he tends to be unruly.
Is this someone's pet though? Shuri.
Maybe he's just having a hard time catching up. I don't know.
Oh, I see. I understand.
He may simply be interested in the tree there.
Oh, Maybe he wants to sleep in it.
You never know.
Dude, I thought that was somebody in a transmog.
Yeah.
He's
Not
a
gonna lie, at
follower,
first
right?
yeah, it is. At first I thought it was a damn turtle shell. I was like, what the fuck? I'm seeing too many turtles lately.
But all that you guys really missed was him giving the full confession line. My name is a what? Me and Liang are the same person.
Don't have too much fun. I'm gonna go ahead and head to bed.
I was like, where are you going there, friend? Thought you were going to my room.
No.
I forgot you have a
No,
door
my
there.
room is kind of through here. Although I think I'm gonna take this door off.
Yeah, there's no reason to have it. Good night.
Good night.
But he did talk about it more as we got to the Sun Village, so
And my eyelids have lead weights attached to them.
so
Walk home with
he
one
still
eye open.
confessed it so you guys could hear it, but it's just the first time it was in full, like a full 2-line confession, you know, and summarizing all of it. So that was all y'all missed before I started screaming. But streaming.
Loads of fun, man.
But guys, I'm gonna call it here. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.